Okay, Joe Biden has a new PSA to get out the vote. He says you've got to make a plan. Apparently, his plan is auditioning for a role in Like a Human is harder than it looks.
All right, you guys. Step one is we got to find out where we're going to vote. Status report.
Woodward Elementary.
Library or gym?
Gym, sir.
Good. Gives me a lot more room to maneuver. And step two, how are you going to get me there?
Amtrak to Wilmington, 4:55.
Actually, let's do the 9:17. I want to make it back to the White House so I can show Barack I voted and I have my sticker on. He's going to be so jealous. Eddie, what's the final step?
Sir?
Eddie.
Make sure everyone around you has plans to vote too.
I also have a plan. I plan to never watch that video again. In other Biden news, watch as Joe subtly reminds everyone how cool he is during a rally in Tampa, Florida.
Grandpop was from Scranton, my hometown, and her dad was from Scranton. Her grandpop worked in a silk mill. Oh, sorry.
Remy, has he convinced you to get out there and vote?
I am going to miss Joe Biden in the news cycle. That's one of the things that I'm going to miss the most about this presidency. He's such an interesting, fun character. Of all the politicians that are in the public eye right now, he's the one that I would want to meet and have a cup of coffee with and get to know a little bit.
He has that folksy. Do you think it would work if he was a Republican? I feel like if he was a Republican, they would never stop picking on him.
If you tell me the Republican starts giving women back massages,
that's it.
Everywhere he goes in public, unsolicited, the Biden shiatsu massage, that guy is down at a heap. They make him resign. Yeah, I actually feel bad for Biden. I really mean this sincerely.
What?
Because he has to know somewhere in his heart of hearts that if he ran, he probably would have won. He probably would have won.
Okay, so you're saying he should have. But he would have had to run against Hillary, and she would have got the machine out and crushed him.
It might have been a problem. I think that's what his fear was. But I mean, her negatives and Trump's negatives are just so historically high. I think Biden might have won. I mean, he might have won. I mean, there's an argument to be made for if Bernie stayed in, as ridiculous as Bernie could be, in this type of mudslinging, low-scoring affair that we're watching, he might have been able to steal it with 32%. Do you think Bernie as an independent could have got 30%?
I don't even know with Bernie. I mean, obviously he had major support. Lori,
yeah.
I think Biden is, everyone talks about Trump on the stump. Biden's weirder, isn't he?
So, okay, this whole thing about making a plan, that resonated with me. Do you know why?
Wow.
Because election day, no school, I have to work, husband has to work, babysitter wants the day off. Like, I need a plan to carve out the time to get to the voting booth.
Wait, you're on television. Don't you, can't they just can't you just phone it in or something?
Can you?
Aren't you a VIP?
Hello, tell me how to do it.
I think they should make it easy for you.
No. So I was like, yeah, he's right. I need to figure out November 8th.
Yeah. So that helped you. Look, these PSAs work. Joe, how are you going to do it? You don't wake up until noontime.
That's on a good day. But I'll tell you what, it's not going to involve Amtrak. Good luck getting back there in time to show the president that you voted. Although, why would he be jealous? I don't understand the whole video. The point was, Joe Biden wants to get the vote out.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do that? We're going to have a wacky sketch comedy where it starts off with Joe Biden talking about how you need a plan to mop a floor.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy, these politicians who think that they're all like Steve Carell. I mean, does this sketch comedy stuff, isn't it bothering you?
Well,
Remy?
No, because I'm not a comedian and they're not taking business away from me. I thought it was kind of funny that they were mimicking The Office. It's silly, it's cute, but that's the whole point. We're talking about it because it's silly and it's funny. And they're not comedians, which is sort of what makes it funny.
And not for nothing, our children can watch that ad. The others, it's a little bit questionable, to say the least, if you can let your kids
Well, this is the whole thing.
What's going
Lori,
on. Yeah.
if the things that Trump says are so offensive that it's damaging our children, why is Hillary buying millions of dollars of airtime airing all this stuff? If this language is hurting us.
I'm just talking about this one particular ad.
By the way,
that's acceptable for all audiences.
In the Alicia Machado ad that Hillary has running,
yes,
she has a soundbite in that's not about Alicia Machado. She has a soundbite where he's arguing with Rosie O'Donnell. He's on The View, and he goes, "I'd look her right in her fat face."
Yes,
and that's not an Alicia Machado clip.
Oh, he did so he's fine then.
Yeah.
Trump never said it.
The point is, I'm sure he's great with women. I should all vote for him.
If you say it about Rosie, it's okay.
I'd like to see a campaign make an offensive get out the vote.
Why not?
They're like, oh, there's the dancing girls. I got to vote.
Exactly. Push the envelope. Okay, coming up. Colleges want to rid themselves of